everyone. How are you this morning? It is Monday. Make a card Monday. Alrighty, I just forgot to put my mic on. Sorry, I dropped you. There we go. Alrighty. It's Monday, November the 3rd. And it is Make a Card Monday. So we are going to be using a new set, Pet Love, this week. Before I start on that, I just want to talk about a class that I am hosting in my craft room. November 26th at 6:30. It is a Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month. It's going to be focused on coloring, focusing on A Child is Born stamp set. For the first card, we're going to be doing some watercoloring with our white craft ink. For our second card, we're going to be doing some adding some detail and shading using our pencil crayons. And then for the last card, it'll be a nice quick one using our blending brushes to add some color to our project. So it is using The Child is Born stamp set, which is a nice one for Christmas. So included in the fee, you will get 3 watercolor brushes, a package of pencil crayons, and a blending brush, and that's $65. And if you'd like to add on the stamp set, then it is an extra $35. And if you could let me know by November the 10th, and then I can get our product ordered. And these are the 3 cards that we're going to be making. So if you're interested in that, just drop a comment here or send me a message and I will add you to my list. There's not a lot of space for that class, so please let me know. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the Pet Love, and this is a bundle. There are dies to go along with the stamp set. That's a photopolymer stamp set and a great set of dies. It's super cute. You've got the little bone. You've got a little mouse here, the little fish skeleton. Like, honestly, it's kind of good for both dogs and cats. When I first saw it, I thought, well, it's kind of more for dogs, and I didn't get it. But then I really took note of the stamp set, and I was like, I can make that work for cats as well. So I decided to go ahead and get it. It is an online exclusive stamp set, which just means that you don't find it in our catalogs. It's just found online, so not a huge difference. You just go in and search Pet Love and it will come up. So I guess I didn't introduce myself. My name is Debbie Scott and I'm your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Brigden, Ontario. So welcome back today. If you're just finding me, thank you so much for joining me today to make a card. Alrighty, so I am starting with just a regular card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And that is our early espresso. And then I'm going to add in 2 different layers. I'm using our basic beige and I'm using cherry cobbler. I'm going to go ahead and put basic beige on flat. Layered onto our cherry cobbler. The cherry cobbler is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then the basic beige is 1/8 of an inch smaller. So that would make it 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals and add that on the back of our cherry cobbler. Does anyone else have this set? I have I'm planning to do a 12 by 12 layout on Wednesday using this. I haven't got it made up yet. I have to do that today. But that's kind of my plan. So I've done some die cutting ahead of time. And this piece here comes from this great little set called Just a Note. And it's got some great little pieces in there just for adding a little bit of extra, little extra detailing to your projects. So I've just used this piece that looks like a torn out page out of a notebook. So I'm going to use that for my layer on the front here. Before we add that on, we're going to do some stamping on here. So these pieces came from this set. We're using the little, I don't know what you call it, a little bandana for the dog. So we've cut out this one here, the detailed piece in Crumb Cake, and the bigger piece in Early Espresso. So I'm just going to use some glue dots to put that together. And then the little knot and the little tails I'm going to just put on with a glue dot as well. So I wanted to do that first just so I could kind of eyeball where everything's going to go. That's going to go there, and then we are going to stamp Love Comes with 4 Paws in Early Espresso. And that's just going to go down here in the corner. Very good. And then I'm just going to clean that off with my chamois. And then we're going to use our paw prints. Oh, I can see I've got a little hair on there from the kitty. Okay, we are done with that for a minute. We're going to use Crumb Cake for our paw prints. And we're going to put one set here. And then one set going up to the top of our little notebook page there. We're done with that for now. Then I'm just going to put this on some flat adhesive, I think. That's going to kind of go up in the corner there. That's going to go here. And then we're going to put our little bones on here. So I'm going to pop this white piece up. So I only put a glue dot on the one end. And the same with this one. We're going to get our dimensionals. Maybe we'll put one here too. looks pretty straight. And then I'm just going to grab a mini dimensional and take the backing off of it. I'm just going to tuck it here underneath. To hold those in place. And then my red paper, it just happened to have some adhesive sheet on the back, my little red scrap. And that's just going to go there. Okay, and now for our inside, I forgot to grab an inside layer. Before I do that, I am going to stamp on this just little piece of scrap here. Let's see. It's not quite 3/4 of an inch. So maybe, I don't know, 5/8. And we're going to stamp our paw prints. I don't really need to ink up the whole thing, but oh shoot. There we go. Yeah, I don't really need to ink up the whole stamp, but it's just a little bit easier. One more maybe. I know my piece is a little bit long, but there we go. I'm just going to adhere that down. And then I'm going to grab my scissors and just trim off the extra. Oh, got some glue on these scissors. They're sticky. I have to give those a clean. All right, and then I'm going to stamp my greeting inside. And this is actually for a friend of mine who had to put her dog down on the weekend. So I am going to put no longer by your side, but always in your heart. That one's too small. There's lots of other greetings too if you are needing something different. I woof you, very cute. You're a possum pet sitter. I love you, and always. This could be like their tag to hang on here. That would be cute. All right, we'll try to get this nice and straight. I don't know if it's perfect, but it will do. Done with this. It's a nice quick card today. And then I'm just going to put this little heart right here. And that's our inside. There we go. It's a cute little card. I really like this set. I've seen some adorable cards made with it. So I'll have to, maybe I'll have to make some more this week to share with you, some more examples. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully you can make it back on Wednesday for a 12 by 12 layout. Have a good day. Bye.